The $10 million lawsuit connected to the Love and Marriage Huntsville online community has now officially been dismissed, and this update is creating a huge reaction across social media. After months of uncertainty, stress, and constant discussion, the case has come to an end, bringing relief to many bloggers, YouTubers, and commentators who were directly or indirectly involved. This situation was not just about one or two people. It involved multiple voices in the online space, and it raised serious concerns about how far legal action can go when it comes to commentary and opinions. For a long time, creators were watching every update related to this case. Every new filing, every motion, and every rumor became part of daily discussion. Many people were trying to understand what was really happening behind the scenes. Now that the court has dismissed the case, a lot of those same people are stepping back and asking an important question. Why was this lawsuit filed in the first place? The dismissal itself is a major moment. It shows that the court did not find enough strong evidence or legal grounds to allow the case to move forward. For the bloggers and commentators involved, this is a big win. Being named in a lawsuit, especially one involving such a large amount of money, can be very stressful. It can create fear, confusion, and even impact a person's ability to continue creating content. Many independent creators depend on their platforms for income. When legal trouble enters the picture, it can interrupt everything. Some creators may choose to stop posting, while others may become more careful about what they say. This can change the entire energy of the online space. That is why this dismissal is so important. It gives creators a sense of relief and allows them to move forward. One of the main claims in the lawsuit was that certain bloggers were part of a group described as the family. According to the accusations, this group was said to be working together in an organized way to damage reputations and coordinate attacks online. This claim quickly became one of the most talked about parts of the case. However, many of the creators involved strongly denied this idea. They explained that there was no organized group in the way it was being described. Instead, they said it was simply a group chat on Instagram where people talk about trending topics. This is something that happens in many industries. People share ideas, discuss news, and exchange opinions. That alone does not mean there is any wrongdoing. As more details came out, a lot of observers started questioning how strong the case really was. Some people felt that the claims were exaggerated. Others believed that the lawsuit may have been used as a way to pressure or silence creators. Legal experts often talk about how lawsuits can sometimes be used to create fear, even if the case itself is weak. During this time, some creators also mentioned receiving cease-and-desist letters. These letters are meant to warn someone to stop certain actions, like speaking about a topic or making specific claims. Receiving a letter like this can feel serious, even if it does not lead to a full court case. For many creators, it added another layer of pressure. This situation highlights how complicated online commentary can be. When creators talk about public figures or reality television, they are sharing opinions. But there is always a line between opinion and statements that could be seen as harmful. Finding that balance is not always easy, especially when emotions are involved and topics are trending. The Love and Marriage Huntsville community is very active online. Fans do not just watch the show, they discuss it, analyze it, and form strong opinions about the cast and their stories. Bloggers and YouTubers play a big role in shaping these conversations. They break down episodes, share updates, and give their views on what is happening. Because of this, when a legal case involves these creators, it affects the entire community. People start wondering if they can still speak freely. They question whether sharing opinions could lead to legal trouble. This can change how people interact online and how open they are with their thoughts. Another issue that came up during this case was the idea of being labeled as part of an organized group. Some creators felt that this label was unfair and damaging. They said it made it seem like they were involved in something serious, when in reality, they were just individuals sharing their views. In the online world, reputation is everything. If viewers start to believe that a creator is part of something negative, it can affect their trust. This is why many people were quick to defend themselves and clarify their positions. They wanted to make it clear that they were not part of any coordinated effort. The court's decision to dismiss the case also shows how important evidence is in legal situations. Claims alone are not enough. There needs to be proof to support those claims. Without it, cases are unlikely to move forward. This is a key lesson for everyone involved in online discussions. There were also reports that the judge questioned the purpose of continuing the lawsuit. Judges have the responsibility to make sure that legal processes are not being misused. If a case does not meet certain standards, it can be dismissed. This helps protect the system and prevents unnecessary legal battles. Another interesting part of this situation is the possibility of consequences for the legal team involved. When a case is handled in a way that raises concerns, there can be professional consequences. This could include penalties or other actions. While details are still developing, it shows how serious the court takes these matters. Even though the main lawsuit has been dismissed, the story may not be completely over. There is still talk about possible counter lawsuits. In some cases, people who were originally sued may decide to take legal action of their own. This could be to recover costs or address damage to their reputation. If counterclaims do happen, they could extend the situation even further. It means that while one chapter has ended, another could begin. People will continue watching closely to see what happens next. Privacy is another important issue that came up during this case. Some creators were worried that their personal information could be exposed through legal documents. This is a real concern, especially for people who keep their personal and online lives separate. In today's digital world, many creators build their brand without sharing too much about their private life. When legal situations bring personal details into public view, it can create safety concerns. This is something that more and more people are becoming aware of. Throughout this situation, many creators continued to speak out. They shared their experiences, their thoughts, and their reactions to the case. This helped keep the conversation alive and gave viewers different perspectives to consider. The involvement of Carlos King also brought extra attention to the case. As a well-known figure in reality television, his name being connected to the lawsuit made people even more interested. When someone with a strong reputation is involved in legal matters, it naturally draws more focus. There was also mention of ongoing online drama, including discussions related to something referred to as Categate. Situations like this show how quickly online conflicts can grow. A small issue can turn into a larger story as more people get involved and share their opinions. One of the biggest lessons from this situation is the power of narrative. Once a story starts spreading online, it can take on a life of its own. Even if parts of it are not accurate, it can still influence how people think. This is why many creators were careful to defend themselves and explain their side. Reputation management has become a major part of being a content creator. It is not just about making videos. It is also about maintaining trust with the audience. When something challenges that trust, it becomes important to respond clearly and carefully. The dismissal of this lawsuit may encourage creators to feel more confidence again. It shows that not every legal threat will succeed. However, it also reminds everyone to be careful with what they say and how they say it. Online commentary is a powerful space. It allows people to share ideas, connect with others, and be part of ongoing conversations. But with that power comes responsibility. Understanding the impact of words and the importance of accuracy is key. Many creators are now reflecting on what they've learned from this experience. Some may choose to be more cautious. Others may feel stronger and more confident in their ability to speak freely. Either way, this situation has left a lasting impact. The audience also plays a role in all of this. Viewers support their favorite creators, share content, and help shape the conversation. During this case, many viewers stood by the creators they trust. This kind of support can make a big difference. Even though the lawsuit is over, discussions will continue. People will keep analyzing what happened and what it means for the future. This is how online communities work. Conversations do not just end, they evolve and take new forms. This situation also shows how quickly things can escalate online. A disagreement can turn into a major legal issue if it is not handled carefully. Clear communication and understanding can help prevent problems from growing too big. At the end of the day, many creators just want to do what they love. They want to talk about shows, share their opinions, and connect with their audience. Legal challenges can make that harder, but they can also bring important lessons. The dismissal of the $10 million lawsuit is a big moment. It represents relief, victory, and a chance to move forward. But it also serves as a reminder of how serious things can become in the online world. As the community continues to grow, situations like this will shape how people approach content creation. They will influence how creators speak, how audiences react, and how everyone navigates the balance between freedom and responsibility. For now, the focus is on moving forward. The case is closed, but the conversation is still alive. People are watching, learning, and preparing for whatever comes next in this ever-changing space.